Top at 6, a field trip turns into a nightmare for a small child. Concerns over child safety raised after a pre-K student was left in a hot bus.
The woman who rescued the child spoke to Channel 5's Sierra Pizarro.
Wendy Gonzalez and her family made a trip to Chuck E. Cheese's yesterday. It was a family outing as usual, but it took a bit of a turn before they entered the restaurant.
My husband heard a little boy, little faint cry.
It was coming from this school bus, a child left behind.
He had already opened the exit door and he climbed out. He was a very, very small little boy.
Wendy Gonzalez says the boy was crying and asking for his teacher.
He was red, he was sweating. We were like, oh my God, like, where's everybody?
Gonzalez's husband then carried the child inside the restaurant.
The teacher finally came and, took him and just let us know that, oh, okay, yes, thank you, and just took him. So there was really no concern like, oh my God, where were you, or where was he? Nothing. It was just kind of like, oh, well, thank you very much. And she just took off with him. So that kind of concerned me and my husband.
She and her husband want to make sure this will not happen to their child, who will soon be a preschooler.
That's what happened. He fell asleep. The other ones, they could be hiding underneath the chairs. They're playing around. Just check the bus. Double check it, double count.
We contacted Edinburg Consolidated Independent School District for answers to these questions. Is there a protocol to make sure all students aren't left alone? And what's being done to make sure this doesn't happen again? They responded with this statement. It reads, "The district is addressing the issue and it is under investigation. The child is safe and parents were notified. The safety of our students is always the district's top priority." But Gonzalez has this message.
You guys need to take care of the students. And I mean, if he was in there for almost 30 minutes to an hour, how they didn't notice he was missing. That's what I don't understand. And the worst that could have possibly happened was that he wouldn't have opened the door, and he would have, with the heat, he could have, something tragic, he could have passed away.
She hopes this incident will serve as a lesson that will prevent it from ever happening again.
That was Sierra Pizarro reporting. Gonzalez adds the mother of the child tells her she'll be taking her son to be checked out by a clinic. We also made contact with the mother. She tells us she was advised by her attorney not to speak with us until tomorrow. It's not even summer yet, but it is hot outside. Andrew Chung, you told us earlier that it's even hotter inside a car. Andrew.
That's right, Dina, and the reason is this. Any vehicle acts like a greenhouse, which traps the heat inside. So let's say the outside temperature is 90 degrees. Well, within 10 minutes, that inside temperature of the vehicle can rise as much as 19 degrees. So right now, the temperature here in Weslaco is about 95 degrees. I've got this infrared thermometer, which I'm turning on right now, and earlier it was reading about 100 degrees, 104. Right now it's reading 96, but give it some time and it will certainly rise to 104, 105, eventually as high as 120. I hope that shows you and everyone why it is very dangerous to leave a kid or a pet inside a car for any period of time. Now, cracking the windows open won't help either, because the vehicle will still act as a greenhouse or like an oven. Now, here's one thing to remember, or one thing that you can remember to do if you have a kid in the back seat before you leave. Put a bag inside the back seat of the car where your kid is and put a phone in there. This will force you to remember that you have a child in the back seat of the car. Reporting live from Weslaco, Andrew Chung, Channel 5 News.